Welcome back to Your Health Matters with Health Coach Lisa. Thank you for tuning back in. I hope you are taking good care of yourself, you're healthy, well, and staying on your health journey for the year 2025. Today I want to talk about natural ways on boosting your HGH levels. Before we get started, I want to make my disclaimer that Your Health Matters with Health Coach Lisa does not make claims of any cures. My channel is for educational purposes only. Now let's get started. If you have a pen and paper, you certainly most likely want to write this down. If not, please just rewind the video and take notes. HGH stands for human growth hormone. That is an important part of your function of your body. It is produced by your pituitary gland, or some people know it as GH. It plays a key role in growth, body composition, cell repair, and metabolism. HGH also boosts muscle growth, strength, and exercise performance while helping you recover from injury and disease. Low HGH levels may decrease your quality of life, increase your risk of disease, and make you gain fat. Optimal levels are especially important during weight loss, injury recovery, and athletic training. Interestingly enough, your diet and lifestyle choices can significantly affect your HGH levels. So when you see people that are older, they're in their 70s or 80s, and they're really physically fit, and they're in good shape, and they're really healthy, it's because they have made lifestyle changes and they exercise. This is just a lifestyle change. It is a decision that you have to make if you want to improve your health. So it is a natural fact that we're all going to experience low levels of HGH because it's something that the body does not make after the age of 25. It actually declines. You're going to lose around 15% of your human growth hormone levels. So let's examine. Number one, lose body fat. Exactly. You've got to lose the body fat. The amount of belly fat you carry is directly related to your HGH production. Those with higher levels of belly fat will likely have impaired HGH production and increased risk of disease. One study observed that those with 3 times the amount of belly fat as the controlled group had less than half of their HGH levels. And another study monitored the 24-hour release of HGH, found a large decline in those with more abdominal fat. So number one is going to be lose body fat. Okay, number two, here's some ways that you can increase your HGH levels is by fasting. Fasting intermittently, which would be from 2 to, I believe, 5 o'clock. You might can go till 6, but fasting intermittently is a sure way of seeing a difference in your health and dropping some weight. One study found that 3 days into fasting, HGH levels increased by over 300%. After 1 week of fasting, they had increased by a massive 1,250%. Other studies have found similar effects with double or triple HGH levels after just 2 to 3 days of fasting. Now, this type of fasting is going to be either a water fast, a juice fast, or intermittently fasting. So it's good to maybe combine all of it. Maybe go on a 1-day fast, just water, juice, tea, coffee, and eat maybe 1 meal for that day, or start intermittently fasting. I have did the intermittent fasting and I did lose weight and I kept it off. So that is one way you can approach it. And then number 3, this is just a suggestion. Make sure that you can take this supplement. It's called arginine. Arginine may boost HGH levels. Most people tend to use amino acids like arginine alongside exercise. Several studies show that arginine is very good for energy as well. And then also, the next one you want to write down is going to be, which would make common sense, reducing your sugar intake, which even if you are not overweight and you're not dealing with that, you still want to maybe consider reducing your sugar intake. Sugar is just not good for no one. I don't care if you're in the greatest shape. You want to just stick with natural sugar, which are in fruits, and reduce the amount of fruits because even natural sugar can affect you. But definitely reducing your sugar intake because it is going to increase insulin, which is associated with lower levels of HGH. Refined carbs, again, and sugar raise insulin levels, so reducing your intake is going to help optimize growth hormone levels. And here's something that's interesting. One study found that healthy people had 3 to 4 times higher HGH levels than those with diabetes, as well as impaired carb tolerance and insulin function, along with directly affecting insulin levels. Excess sugar intake is a key factor in weight gain and obesity, which also affects HGH levels, and just period. Sugar is just not good for anyone. Sugar every once in a while, maybe a cookie, piece of cake, but consistently eating a lot of sugar is going to definitely affect your health. And let's see, going to number 5, don't eat a lot before bedtime. Your body naturally releases significant amounts of HGH, especially at night. A lot of people don't know that. So don't eat a lot before bedtime, given that most meals cause a rise in insulin levels. Some experts suggest avoiding food altogether before bedtime. In particular, a high carb or high protein meal may spike your insulin and potentially block some of the HGH released at night. So this is something to consider. Nevertheless, insulin levels normally decrease 2 to 3 hours after eating. So you may wish to avoid carb or protein-based meals 2 to 3 hours before bed. And number 6, this is a suggestion. I cannot tell you to take it or not take it. It's just a suggestion. Take a GABA supplement. It's spelled GABA, or that's what it's short for, but it's gamma aminobutyric acid is a non-protein amino acid that functions as a neurotransmitter, sends signals around your brain, and one study found that taking a GABA supplement led to a 400% increase in HGH at rest and a 200% increase following exercise. So I have actually taken GABA. I don't know how it may affect you. Just make sure that you can use it. It's a natural supplement, and it does actually help. Well, it helped me increase HGH levels by improving your sleep. So I do take GABA, And also, if you drink a cup of warm water before you go to bed, if you're having trouble sleeping, a cup of warm water will actually help with sleep. And the next one, number 7, exercise at high intensity. Exercise is one of the most effective ways to significantly raise your HGH levels. The increase depends on the type of exercise, intensity, food intake around the workout, and your body's own traits. High intensity exercise increases HGH the most, but all forms of exercise, walking, treadmill, are going to be beneficial. The next one, number 8, is going to be water, in my opinion. You do have sports drinks, but I do not promote sports drinks because they usually contain sugar in them. You have to, again, start reading your labels and look at what you're putting in your body. The sports drink not only contains a lot of caffeine and sugar, but it's not really going to quench your thirst. So they are suggesting in the study that I found sports drinks. Or take water with lemon, or you can create your own fruit-filled water. Just take some strawberries or cherries or blueberries if you want real flavored water, and put that in with water and drink that, because those also contain a bunch of additives and other things. Just do some natural stuff yourself. It's just easy. I found that taking mint, putting it in with strawberries or cherries and lemons and cucumbers is a better way, a healthier way, and it actually tastes really good. That's my flavored water. And so you want to, they say that sugary sports drinks increases HGH levels towards the end of a workout. However, if you're trying to lose body fat, the drink's extra calories will negate any benefit from the short-term HGH spike. So I suggest, again, making your own drinks. And if you do get a sports drink, make sure there's not a lot of sugar in there. Number 9 is going to be optimizing your sleep. The majority of HGH, again, is released in pulses when you sleep. These pulses are based on your body's internal clock. The largest pulses occur before midnight, with some smaller pulses in the early morning. Studies have shown that poor sleep can reduce the amount of HGH your body produces. In fact, getting an adequate amount of deep sleep is one of the best strategies to enhance your long-term HGH production. Again, they said warm water, drink a cup of warm water before you go to bed. Milk, if you drink milk, if you drink a cup of warm milk. Also, avoid blue light exposure before bedtime. That means you need to turn off all of your electronics. Put your electronics away from you. That does have a significant difference. I do that now, and I sleep a lot better. Read a book in the evening. Make sure your bedroom is at comfortable temperature. Don't consume caffeine late in the day. And that I don't drink coffee anymore. I'm very sensitive to caffeine, so coffee does play a significant role in keeping you up at night. And number 10, it's going to be melatonin. Melatonin is a fairly safe and non-toxic supplement. However, it may alter your brain chemistry in some ways. You may want to check with your healthcare provider before using it. To maximize its effects, take 1 to 5 milligrams about 30 minutes before bed. Start with a lower dose to your tolerance and then increase if needed. Now, I am going to suggest what I do again. I will either drink a warm cup of water. I don't really drink milk, but if you're a milk drinker, you can drink a warm cup of milk. And then also I found magnesium glycinate. It's spelled Gylcinate. You can get it at a health food store, or you can order it on Amazon, and you want to get the capsules. Magnesium glycinate, it's like 2 before bed. It helps relax your muscles and your nerves. I sleep very well when I take magnesium glycinate and a warm cup of water. So that's what I do. I will take my magnesium glycinate with a warm cup of water. And again, these are all natural things that you can do. And also, here's just a few other things, is glutamine. A 2-gram dose may temporarily increase levels up to 78%. So melatonin don't actually work for me, so I don't take it any longer. Again, I hope this has been helpful. A lot of people, as they're getting older, do have trouble sleeping. So I hope this is very helpful to you. And we have to exercise, and we're just going to have to change the way we eat if we want results. Until next time, please take good care of yourself. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bless, and I'll see you soon.